Hi. Are you guys frightened of change? But what can it really exist without it? And what is actually closer to nature's heart? It's a quote, and I didn't get it exactly right, but it's a quote by Marcus Aurelius. Good morning. My name is Dave, and I take you guys on these walks. So I was thinking about this change and this quote because when I was going through my pity party after my accident, looks like little rabbit tracks, squirrel, sorry. I was just thinking that I couldn't get better. I was going to be crippled, and I was going to be a burden on my family and everything. But, things automatically changed. And then I wanted to try to, I got the little spark that I needed to increase my fiscal education. So I started listening to books one after the other. I did about 60 books in 1 year. And that started to spark other things. And then I got the little wake-up call about my plaque in the arteries and the fatty liver and stuff. So I said I have to lose weight and change my eating habits. And then that sparked me into starting to do exercising, which then sparked me into doing these walks. So I went from 242 pounds in October of last year down to 193, and I'm more than halfway into my 24-hour fast for today. Today is Wednesday. I'm not sure when you'll see this. But so this whole time, everything's been changing around me, and I've been changing. So don't fear change, and don't think that you can't change, because you may think, oh, I'm too much overweight, I can't walk, I can't do this, I can't do that. But maybe not now, but if you plant the seed in your mind, like somehow I did with me, I could barely walk. I was on one of those knee scooters for a year, 11 months, when I first had my accident, because I shattered my calcaneus, my heel bone, and I messed up a whole bunch of other things. And then I could walk a little bit. Then I got around to a couple blocks, and then the pain got really bad, and I had to have surgery a couple years later. Back in August of 23, I got my foot fused. I thought that was help, but I did not do enough research. So when it comes to this stuff, please, if you're thinking about any surgery, do your research. Now, then I was back on the knee scooter, and then I was on one of those walkers, and I thought, how am I going to be able to get around? I have to use one of those scooters, electric scooters, if we go to Disney or something. Oh, hi, I'm Dave. I forgot if I introduced myself. Sorry about that. I like to take you guys on these walks with me. So when you're going through this and you think nothing's going to change, and you can't do this, you can't do that because of your current situation, just take the baby steps. Look at little things. Like, I couldn't walk from, say, our bedroom to the other side of the house without a walker. And then by doing it a few more times, I was able to use the cane. And then by doing that and walking with the cane, I was able to go outside and walk around a little bit, walk a couple of blocks downtown. And I have my wife to think about this, and my daughter, because I was becoming more and more of a shut-in, and they pushed me to get out. And then I wanted to, I didn't want to be that burden to my family. So all these little things that were going on were all planting these seeds. And even though they look like the past 5 years looked pretty much the same to me, except for I was getting wider and wider and wider and wider. Okay, that's enough widers. And then, I hit the point where I found my why. And that sparked in me to do this change with the weight. So I went carnivore and dropped right away 20 pounds in a matter of like a month, and then dropped another 20 pounds in a matter of a month and a half, because it goes up and down, it slows and quicks, and you plateau, and then I found intermediate fasting, started doing that. I am almost at 50 pounds in the past 5 months that I've been on carnivore. Now, in the first part of the carnivore, I wasn't exercising. I did try to do, after the first month, I did my first evil Russian push-up program, where I did these knee push-ups. I didn't do real push-ups. Remember, the army guy in me has a different name for the knee push-ups. And I did that, and then I saw, even with doing that, because it make you you start off, you do your baseline, see how many push-ups you can do, and then throughout the week, every hour, you have to drop and do a certain percentage of those push-ups, and it changes every day, and the percentage that you have to do changes, no matter where you're at. When you set up your alarms, so every time they go off, you just drop and do the push-ups. So I did them in parking lots, I did them at physical therapy, got yelled at, so I planned it so I would do it before physical therapy when I went in, because they're like, you can't do that in here because that's not authorized. And I understand, for insurance purposes. But I did that, and when I first did it, I gained like 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches on my arms. I went down about 1/2 inch, I think, if I remember correctly, on my chest. So I probably tightened up my chest a little bit. And then I did it the second time, and I also gained 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches on my arms. And this time I gained 1 inch on my chest. And that started the whole thing. And doing carnivore, I was steadily dropping. And I started noticing the change, but my wife noticed it. And she's like, wow, you're really getting skinny. You don't have your stomach anymore. Little Savannah t-shirt. I still have my stomach a little bit, but it's nowhere near what it was before. So for those of you, I just wanted to do like a quick little video this morning. I'm about midway through my 24-hour fast. I forget if I said that. I did the 36 day before this. I finished that yesterday. And then tomorrow I finished the 24-hour fast at 4:30 today. Tomorrow, and then the next few days I'll do a 16-hour fast, between 16 and 18. And I'll keep doing that. And I'm doing this new protocol until my birthday, because I need to get down to, I think it's between 170 and 180, to somewhere where I'm actually at 10% body fat. That's my goal for my birthday. And so I've been looking at different ways of doing that. And so this is a change that I'm actually seeing. So I'm no longer afraid of change. I embrace it. So I just want you guys to do the same. Even if you can't even walk right now, if you can't get around without a cane like me. But or if you need to use those scooters, I used to use those little riding scooters at Walmart because I couldn't walk around the store. Now I walk right by them. I refuse to use them, but it took time. It wasn't overnight, but it was constant little steps, baby steps. So don't fear change. Don't think you can't do it, because you can. And if you want, it's like you can put baby steps down in the comments today. Baby steps to change. That would really help. And then again, like this great creator on YouTube called Chad. He does this too. This is where I got this idea from. So thank you, Chad. And the more people that see it, and even if you just see it, baby steps to change, it works on your mindset. And it also helps the algorithm. But more so importantly, that, if all these seeds, you start noticing all these seeds around you. Like there's that group of other creators from I call it Chad crew, Kevin and David and Tony, I believe, and a few other ones. That, watching their videos, they bring back memories, like in Kevin's channel, and they motivate you. From the the guy that walks around Vegas. Although I haven't seen him post, I hope he's okay in a while. So all these things, they affect you, and so they help plant those seeds that you make these changes, and that's what I'm doing. So hopefully, whatever change that you want to make, you can do it. So I wish you well, and I'm going to end it with there. And like and subscribe. I have to get better at saying that during the videos. But yeah, so take those steps, and I wish you a blessed day. Bye.